Hello, everybody. I am Dreadthor, and today we have Poots the cat with us.
Hello.
And, well, we're going to start up a vlog section on the YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk about something that's kind of dear to me and Poots. I don't know about Poots, but for me, I've been playing this game for almost 11 years.
Same.
And, the other day, they came out with the new expansion for World of Warcraft, which will be called Legion. Yes, folks, Legion, which means Burning Crusade is being revived in a sense, with a whole new terrain and a whole new
Zone.
terrain zone. But I will say, I didn't see the beginning part of the announcement. I got a Skype message from Poots, fangirling out over here.
Hey.
And I can't deny it. When I went to it and I started seeing everything, I started fangirling out too. But
So much fangirls.
oh yeah, there was so much fangirling. It wasn't even funny. Especially when Poots was screaming at me about Illidan.
Illidan is back!
You just like peeked it. Like I just saw the thing peek. But it was pretty funny. But one of the biggest announcements about the whole X Pack wasn't the fact that it was Legion. It was the fact that there's going to be a new race. Class. I'm sorry, class. Which is going to be the Demon Hunter.
Which is a tank and DPS.
And when I heard about that, a tear ran down my eye because it was amazing.
Everybody's been wanting Demon Hunter since Burning Crusade.
Oh yeah. The lost class, I should say.
Lost.
Well, then again, you could also say that about the monks, the pandas, because they were
True.
technically lost at sea.
Yeah. I'm like really curious how they're gonna implement the Demon Hunters though. I really want to see that storyline because the Demon Hunters wanted to kill us back in Burning Crusade. Other than that one guy out there in a grand, of course, Varian. I don't remember how to pronounce.
Well, they didn't really want to kill us per se, but they weren't there. Like the creator said, they were out on a specialty mission.
Yeah. Illidan sent them on a specialty mission or whatever.
Now I know a lot of you out there who are going to watch this and be like, I thought Illidan was dead. Well, I think we all thought Illidan was dead, to be honest. But it seems he had... How did they put... Revived, in a sense, or...?
He was put in the Warden Maeve. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Maeve, or whatever. I can never pronounce her name correctly. Took him to the Warden Vault and imprisoned his soul in there. And how he got revived is Gul'dan somehow broke into there. Don't ask me how. Broke into there, went to his tomb, did some fell shit, put his hand to the where he was imprisoned, and revived Illidan's body, soul, or whatever. He wasn't dead. His body, when they beat him to a pulp, he was basically very limp and just imprisoned and whatnot. But she put him in there to eternally suffer for what he's done.
Yeah, we should have just killed him. But then again, if we killed him, we would not have Demon Hunters right now.
Yeah. She and apparently, from what I read on the Legion website, she also imprisoned all the Demon Hunters as well, or all the Illidari at least, vowing to never let them be free again. So, and when I say this, like, if you think about that, if we're supposed to get Demon Hunters as a playable class, and she's vowed never to let them roam free again, are we going to have to fight her? Like, did you ever think about that?
Well, I'm wondering if there wasn't some type of, like, oh, what's the word? Agreement.
There might be. But...
You know how in prison, you agree to certain terms and stuff before you get imprisoned?
Yeah, but then also they announced this as a dungeon actually where we raid the Warden's Vault. Now, what's that about? Like, why are we actually, if there's an agreement, why are we having to raid that? Like, are we going to have to kill Maeve or something?
I don't know. Like, they didn't...
Either that or...
The downfall to the announcement was, it was an announcement. It wasn't like an actual... It was a teaser. Like,
yeah, basically.
We have so many questions and like not enough time to be answered.
This is my one theory. Okay, so Golden did break into the vault and break out Illidan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason we technically would have to go to the vault is to clear out whatever, because there's no way Golden just walked in there and was like, "What's up, yo? Let me break you out, dog." Put hands to the to the glass. There must be like some aftermath in there that we have to clear
Well,
out.
you know
or
what
something.
I'm thinking is because Illidan was released, we need the demon hunters to help us finish the job.
Pretty much.
So the demon hunters off pretty much. Well, would you want to be in prison? Would you rather fight than be in prison? I mean, come on.
Fight.
Yeah. So I feel pretty much the demon hunters are coming to us as part of a plea, in a sense.
Well, they did say that they we get to see the past, like like we technically, I think they meant like we get to go on the mission that Illidan sent them off on. We get to see their past and then their present. So maybe like they weren't technically bad to begin with in general, and that like when they were sent on the mission, maybe like I don't know. I don't know.
I think if anything, if that comes down to that, I think that'd be the starting area for him.
Well, we do get to see their home world. They stated. Remember, they gave us that little
Preview.
like preview of the world.
Yeah, that actually looked really good. I know we're talking a lot about the demon hunters because it is one of the biggest changes to WoW compared to the monks and death knights. I mean, it's every 2 years that we get a new class. So
it's the newest hero class. So my guessing is you're not going to start at level 1 with them.
I mean, I don't know.
See what I feel like these guys aren't gonna like if they are a hero class and they don't start at level 1. What if they automatically start at level 100? Because how are they gonna implement unless they make it like DKs? But I don't know if they would like make us go do all that leveling. Or
that is a very good question, and I do believe it's this Sunday. Blizzard is doing their Twitch. Twitch Q&A about the whole thing, and they said they're waiting for our questions because they're waiting to be bombed.
Yeah.
But so as we're going to get off the topic of demon hunters here because that could go on for hours.
That could go on for hours.
The thing I want to talk about is the artifact weapons. Yes, folks, there is such a thing now in World of Warcraft Legion. You don't have to worry about weapons anymore. Why? Because you get a weapon that upgrades with you. Your weapon has a specialty talent tree to upgrade as you level. For like PvP, it gives you upgrades. PvE, it gives you upgrades. Doing quests, doing this, doing that. From what the creator said, it sounds amazing. And when we edit this video, we're going to try to put in some images. Hopefully we can get them and show you these weapons because they're amazing. Or we'll just probably put a link down below to the website so you can see them.
Their website is actually live. I mean, it's actually, you can see 5 of the weapons. You can see Ashbringer, the Maw of the Damned, Ebon Shield, well, you can't see that one on here.
You can't?
Ebon Steel, Great Staff of Aladi, Shilon, Staff of the Mist, and Thasdara, Legacy of the Windrunners.
How are they going to put that in? But during the announcement, they were talking about Doomhammer and all that.
I don't know. I don't know. But the website is live at us.battle.net/wow/en/legion or EU, whichever region.
And like we said, since we're talking about World of Warcraft Legion here, the website will be down below. Make sure to click on it after the video. But for all of you vanilla babies who might watch this, you all have had, especially if you played Paladin, you've all had that one fantasy. That one fantasy to wield the Ashbringer. To hold that in your hands and to down a raid boss with that weapon. And Legion has brought this upon us. We will finally be able to wield the Ashbringer as a rep paladin. As sad as that makes me, because I love Prot, I'm going ret just for the Ashbringer. And when I saw that, it actually brought a tear to my eye. Because not only do you get the Ashbringer, but you have 5 different styles of the Ashbringer you can unlock to make it even cooler.
There's a crackling lightning version, which I'll try to put these images up in the screen so you can see these different type of Ashbringers. I'll try to put them up on the screen for you guys to see this.
There's a flame Ashbringer. They're so cool looking. Like, I recommend highly checking this out. But
remember, this weapon is actually available to be seen on the website, so make sure you do check it out after the video.
But the artifact weapons, I think, are an amazing item. I don't know how many times you've sat there in a raid and fought with another person for a weapon that may drop 1 out of every 50 times you kill a boss.
I also, to add on to the artifact weapon thing, I don't know if you noticed this because they didn't really do it through it. There's actually different colors to each version of these weapons.
Oh yeah.
So I think there was pink for one.
Red, blue.
Some other orange? No, I don't know.
But as much as I could sit here and talk about the artifact weapons for hours on end because they're so amazing.
Well, but, before we skip off artifact weapons, I do want to say one thing. Hunters, for survival, you do get a melee weapon.
Which I am curious on how that's going to work.
They are bringing back melee.
Do you still get a ranged weapon?
I'm not sure. Maybe
what I'm wondering.
Come.
Is survival going to be a melee class now?
I hope so. I would love to see a melee hunter spec, good sir.
That would be a highly interesting way to... Imagine how you're going to have to rearrange your raids, though, if that happens.
I mean, if it is a pole arm, I don't see how it would, I don't see how you would, obviously shoot stuff from it, so.
Well, I mean, it's a spear. I could see you throwing it.
Wait, survival hunters do have a lot around, like, explosive shots and stuff like that and traps. Maybe they'll just be like a trap guy, like, let me do all this bomb stuff for you or whatnot. Maybe they'll like revamp survival spec.
One thing I'm curious about, we all have dual spec. I'll be prot and ret. If I go prot, will my weapon change?
You might have to redo the quest and like rebuild up for that.
Well, the thing is, I mean, that's a curiosity. That's like just one of those questions where I'm just like, how are they going to implement this? So, like, it'd be awesome if I could just like switch from ret to prot, and that my weapon automatically change to that weapon. Because I feel like once you do the quest, it should unlock the weapon for each one.
Yeah, that would make sense because like if you're supposed to be getting it for that spec, it wouldn't make sense to have 2 weapons in your inventory that you can wield in a different spec. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Whoops.
But, you just totally took me off the screen, didn't you?
Yeah. But it just froze the camera, so it's fine. But yeah, that's one thing I want to know is like how is that going to happen? Just so you guys know, beta's not even coming out until towards the end of this year. That's what was announced at GameCon.
And we're guessing October.
Yeah, we're guessing October, possibly November, because Blizzard is notorious for the October-November deadlines.
Release dates and yeah.
But oh man, there's just so much to talk about. Another thing that I want to hit an issue on is we've talked about demon hunters. We've talked about
artifact weapons.
For all you PvP lovers out there, you ready for this? They've changed it again. PvP version 3. No longer do you have to worry about PvP armor. Now you have a
PvP talents. Talents.
You have to unlock at a PvP talent tree now, which is really good. And it goes up to level 50 for you to unlock everything. But this is the kicker. And I find this a really creative idea. like Call of Duty and all those other games, you can prestige up to 5 times, it looks like.
Possibly more.
I think 5 times. Don't that's just an estimate.
At least 3.
From what I well, they had 5 different icons.
Was it 5? I thought there was 3. Oh yeah, 5 different icons. Sorry. Continue.
That's the reason I say 5 is because as you prestige your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, you get new icons for your PvP banner. So like whenever you have, say your alliance, your shield gets cooler. Your horde, your little horde icon gets cooler. So that's a plus. And as you PvP and you get max level prestige, you unlock a new skin for your artifact weapon.
I think that's they said like it's a later on. Basically, when you prestige, you get cosmetics, mounts, the new artifact looking type of what the version of your weapon.
They specifically said you max prestige, you would get the artifact weapon.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear you say max prestige. Yeah, max prestige, you get the artifact weapon.
But yeah, it's really nifty. I like PvP. I'm a part-time PvPer. I'm not a full-time PvPer.
I'm definitely not.
I used to be back in Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. I used to PvP a lot with hardcore rating. Talk about wallet pain. You guys remember the days before dual spec. But the PvP announcement was awesome. Is there anything you want to hit up on the PvP?
Not with the PvP, other than not with the PvP. What I want to talk about is like it's not really talk about. It's just like a straight up like say thing. This is supposed to be the as they said is the quote unquote biggest invasion of Azeroth possible, or as of this moment, it is the biggest invasion. So I can see some deaths and stuff, and the fact that the artifact weapon for enhancement shaman is Doomhammer. So does Thrall die? Is Thrall gonna die?
I don't think Thrall's gonna die because I mean he's already stepped down as chieftain.
Yes,
so,
but I mean, the story behind Doomhammer, right?
To be honest, I can't remember.
Okay, for Doomhammer, he is, Orgrim Doom. I can't remember correctly, so I could be wrong, but Orgrim Doomhammer, obviously had that weapon and then gave it to Thrall. When Blackhand tried to wield that weapon, the elements didn't let him, and they only let him use it for one battle, and then he had to give it up. Blackhand literally went into the lava to retrieve that weapon, and the elements kept fighting him till they finally, made an agreement. And the agreement was for him to make weapons for his army, and then he would have to give it back to Orgrim or whoever. I forget who it was. It was a comic I read, but it was an official comic on their website.
Now, one thing I could see, because the hammer was given to Thrall, I could see you having to do a quest where you have to earn the respect of the hammer for Doom.
I would see, since technically we are the champions, so maybe over our,
course of our, well, yeah, because we do have our own garrison. We are the leader. We are part of the table of the alliance.
Yeah, and this will lead into the next thing that I want to talk about is class orders. We are actually the leaders of your say paladin. Let's say I'm a paladin. You are the leader of the paladins as of that moment in your class order. You are the legit full-on head of the paladins, the quote-unquote best. I wouldn't say best paladin, but you get the point.
Well, according to the lore, we are the champions. We are the best of the best in our class.
Yes. We are also the general in King Varian's army if you are a horde. I mean, if you're alliance, sorry.
Now, since we're switching over to this subject of the class orders, one thing I really loved about this, and they made it a very specific point at GameCon, was it's not going to be like your garrison.
Yeah.
Your followers are not technically your followers. They are your equals. You do not send them out on missions. You work together to complete missions. They have scouting missions and they have stuff like that. But no matter what, you're always working together with the other paladins in your order, or whoever you're playing as. You know, you're working with that group of people. Whereas in Warlords of Draenor, you wanted numbers. You wanted anybody who wanted to help you to help you. This one, you want the best of the best, and nothing else matters. And that's pretty much a quote from GameCon.
To add on to that, the scouting missions, to make it even more evolved, they said, is like if you scout with some of your followers and they find something out there in the wild, then you can go out there and look at it yourself. You know, it evolves more. It's like turns into a quest chain, I guess to say.
Yeah,
And you can get paladins like Lady Leandry. I heard they're bringing back
Tyrion.
Tyrion, not Tyrion, Tyrion, Turaylo, and I can't pronounce these names.
Tyrion?
Yeah, Tyrion.
I still find it awesome that Janna's going to go with the mages. I can't wait to see that, because no one here really knows my story of WoW. I play.
What do you mean go with the mages?
Janna's a mage.
Yes, but they also stated at Gamescom that they don't know where she's at. She's not with the Khorne Tor at the moment. Khadgar's the new leader of the Khorne Tor, and Janna's pissed off somewhere out in the whatever.
That's right. Forgot about that part.
Dalaran! Sorry, had to bring it up. I just remembered.
Yes, guys, he made something that's very specific. Dalaran is coming back in this expansion. It is the new HUD. It's the HUD for the X-Pack. It is the main city once again, just like Wrath of the Lich King.
And guess what dungeon's back, good sirs?
Oh, crap, I forgot the name of it.
Violet Hold.
Thank you. I'm terrible at remembering dungeon names. I'm sorry, guys.
And the thing about Violet Hold is, apparently, since, you know, Dalaran gets ported to this new Broken Isles, I can never pronounce names. Broken Isles. It unlocks secrets within there that weren't there when we were in Northrend, or you know where we were before.
Yeah.
Which was that one place.
So guys, I gotta round this out, because if you think about the history of Dalaran, this is the third time it's moved.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the original area, then it got moved to Wrath of the Lich King area, Northrend, and now it's getting moved again.
I love the fact that it's going to be the main hub again. I wonder if it's going to get a new look.
I kind of hope they keep the same look, but they update it.
Yeah, like I hope they update the textures and stuff. But I wonder.
Let's see here. What else? The new areas just looked amazing from the images they showed at GameCon.
There is Val'sharah, Saramore, Stormheim, High Mountain, and Azuna, and then the Broken Shore. Which the High Mountain is you meet some Tauren. Stormheim is the Valakir. Saramar is Elvens. Like you find a new elven race that you didn't know about before.
Apparently. And then apparently you get to kill them.
Yeah. So hey guys, we're bringing back Valkyr, but guess what? They're pawns of the Legion.
And you're gonna have
new
to
elven race. Pawn of the Legion.
Oh, you gotta exterminate them all.
Yeah. They literally stated that. Guess what? You get to exterminate the new elven race. So apparently we get some extermination
it's like
going.
Happy Face.
And then Azuna, which is, you know, around the Naga-ish place, Ashara, and here there's going to be a main villain called Tide Mistress Athesa, which is the main, I don't know what to word it, so I'm just going to say lieutenant, I guess, of Queen Ashara. Like, she has no one can match her, I'm just going to quote the website, fanatical devotion to Queen Ashara that she has. So apparently, like, she's going to be big up there.
Pretty much a stalker.
Yeah, pretty much a stalker.
The type of person, oh, you dropped a piece of cloth. But, yeah.
But no, she's not a stalker, because she is, Queen Ashara is sending her there on a mission to retrieve the relics.
One thing I thought was pretty interesting with this expansion is they're doing a lot of lore base. And it's increasing the lore in a good way instead of trying to transform it into another way. And by doing so, they're bringing back a lot of the old school lore into the new X-Pack. I'm not going to go big into this because I want to make your guys' minds wonder. I want to leave you with a feeling of wonder and desire to learn more about this. And all I'm going to say is demigods.
If you're going to make them wonder, I have one thing, technically two things to say to make them wonder. If you know who Jen Greymane is, and then Sylvanas, obviously, they are going to be two main people in this thing. Now, if you remember, Sylvanas killed Jen's son. Now, there you go. Now you can wonder.
So you got three things to wonder about there. What's going to happen? Because I'm sitting here and I'm ready. I applied to the beta. I've done all that. I'm praying to get into this beta because I feel it's going to be amazing.
It is. It feels pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much more I could say about Legion other than the fact that it's my second biggest X-Pack. It's the second biggest X-Pack that I've wanted to come out. And the first one was Burning Crusade. Like legit, Burning Crusade is my favorite X-Pack of all time. And Wrath of the Lich King was right behind it. But this literally, from what they've told me, has bumped Wrath of the Lich King down to third place for me.
I think we just literally, I think we covered everything so far, at least everything that I can think about that they've revealed. Demon Hunters, artifact weapons, new PvP system, the new place. Oh,
I forgot. I gotta go backtrack to the artifact weapons for a second.
I gotta backtrack to the zones too, so don't worry.
Alright, so we're going to backtrack a little bit. For you druids out there.
Oh my lord.
I've got to tell you, because when we edit this video, we're going to have to put in this. And we're going to do it the same way that they did at GameCon. But I'm not going to say what it is. You're going to see what it is when it's on screen. Because you will sit here and you will have drool going down your mouth after you see this. So for you druid players out there, be prepared. Alright, Poots, go ahead with your area.
For you guys who notice that they have not been really productive with dungeons and MOP and Warlords of Draenor.
We forgot all about dungeons.
They've so far shown 9 dungeons. So far, 9 dungeons. I'm not sure if that's all the dungeons, but so far they have showed and named 9 dungeons.
And 2 raids.
And 2 raids. Soromir's Palace and Emerald.
Dreams.
Yes.
Oh my god. How many people have wanted to go through that portal to the Emerald Dreams and just see what's beyond? And we finally get to do it.
The concept of what we so far have learned is that we have to save Malfurion from getting corrupted while he's in the Emerald Nightmare, because apparently on there they are looking to corrupt the Emerald Nightmare and cause so much Emerald corruption. There is so much bad happening on the Broken Isles that we got to stop. That we got to face the Emerald Nightmare, we got to face the Legion, we got to stop this new guy who stole a powerful weapon from the new Tauren that we meet in High Mountain. We have to stop him. There's so much bad going on at the same time while we're facing the biggest invasion on Azeroth.
So guys, I just gotta say, wow. We have a lot of crap being thrown at us at once. And it's just I just can't wait. Now, I will point out one thing that was said at Gamescom. And he didn't say it very much, but he did say it enough to pique my interest. Was that you'll have more respect for raiding. And when he said that, It just made me think about the good old days, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and Vanilla, where you would sit there with an epic piece of gear, and people were like, "Oh my God, where'd you get that?" It made you feel prideful about the gear you've earned, the time it took for you to get that gear, and to actually get it. And when he said that, respect, you'll be more respectful of rating is, I'm curious to see what that's going to bring to the table. Because for me personally, when Raid Finder came out, it kind of dulled the senses for rating as far as
it really
gear.
did.
Because, you look at it and you got, oh, well, hey, I'm a 602 person and I want to do 40,000 DPS, and you get in the raid and they do 2.
It was kind of hidden, but with the last Raid Finder, when it came out in Kata, and then in MOP, they had it where like it was an upgraded version of the item, but when it came out in Draenor, it was a completely different item entirely. The Raid Finder version was a completely different item entirely than the main raid version. So what I'm guessing is if it's making it specialer, you get the point. They're making it more special. I can see Raid Finder just giving blue items instead of epic items,
which would be really amazing.
Yeah, since they didn't really make a big deal about it, but they actually did change it up a bit, and I can see them giving blue items instead of epic items. If they don't, then I have no idea.
I mean, I feel that Raid Finder, when it comes to epic items, as we all remember from Vanilla, you had to earn your gear.
I remember getting happy when I got a blue piece. Sorry, I just wanted to add that on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Who remembers running those dungeons for hours on end, and then, like, 5 blue pieces drop, and then, like, only 1 was yours, and it's just like, oh, now I gotta farm it again. Well, yeah, you gotta farm it again, but you know what? You felt a sense of accomplishment once you were fully geared.
I remember my friend coming over and be like, dude, guess what dropped for me today? I'm like, what, man? He's like, I got a blue piece. I was like, what? No way. I was actually excited about the gear.
I think, like, one of my biggest feats in WoW was when I hit level 6. I hit level 60 a month before Burning Crusade. And my friends, we all ran dungeons nonstop because they wanted me to see Molten Core before Burning Crusade.
Yeah.
And my first time in there, I got the Lightbringer helm. I got the belt and the legs. My very first time. And I won the role legitly. So, granted, it was a month before, but I still had people come up to me like, oh my God, how'd you manage that? I'm like, luck. So, I mean, I when it comes to raiding, I have a lot of... I used to be a hardcore raider. Hardcore. Hours on the nights, not slept. And I want to feel the sense of accomplishment again. So that's what I'm hoping from the 6-pack.
Is there anything else we need to add on or speak about?
Not that I can think of, really. Well, guys, I want to say thank you for tuning into the vlog. I know it's a little bit long, but, vlogs aren't meant to be 3 minutes. Like I said, I'm Dreadthor. You can find me on twitch.tv/Dreadthor or hitbox. Is it TV? Yes. Hitbox.tv/Dreadthor. Or you can find me at YouTube at youtube.com/Dreadthor streaming. And to the...
Is that your way?
Wait, this way. Right here. This guy right here. If I can get my hands properly. There we go. This guy right here. You can catch him at hitbox.tv/PootsChat. And hopefully he'll be smart about this, where my hands are, considering I'm doing the whole model thing for him. If I can get it right. He will put a little little button around it to click to his channel for YouTube.
Yeah.
And you might throw him a subscribe as well for Poots the Cat.
Oh yes, I am Poots the Cat. YouTube.com/C/Poots the Cat is me as well. It's sirs. But I will put an annotation. Also, if you're watching this on my channel, make sure to check him out at... I don't know what his link was, but it's definitely not youtube.com/Dreadthor streaming. I typed it in, didn't work. So I'll put an annotation for his channel good sirs.
And
you
we'll
can
make
just
sure
click
to
on his
put
face.
links down below for both channels and everything like that, our social medias and all that. So yeah, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful time, and if you hit that sub button, welcome to the Thor family.
Hit that sub button for me. Welcome, my little munchkins. I'm gonna skip like dimly umptious. Okay, end it quickly.